I'm very happy that my teaching finally has reached India through some of the people who have taken interest in my teachings and have come forward to teach. And one such person is Sanidas Gupta. He is the only one whom I have authorized as for now. And he has done well. He will tell us now how his teaching my programs have benefited the corporate environment, and he wanted to share his experience, some anecdotal accounts that he wants to share. I think it's worth hearing him talk about his experience of teaching my material to improve finances, to improve understanding and intelligence. Let's hear him.
Thank you, Dr. Pillai. I would like to share a couple of anecdotes. I did a program in one of the star hotels in Mumbai, and right after I did the program, I got to know that they had an incident in the hotel. Lawsuit came on the hotel, and several people were trapped in it, although they were innocent. And the VP and the MD of the hotel shared with me that, with these techniques and the recent seminar I did, the employees were remarkably calm, and they joined together and they were able to sort things out without creating much problem and confusion. So that is at a corporation level, that's the first thing. And I want to talk about, I do a lot of personal coaching for a lot of people. So I will start with an example of a young person. He is about 28 years old. I have known him for a few years. Right after college, he could not get a job for 3 years. For 3 years, he could not get a job, and he told me that he applied to over 100 companies and he sat in over 40 interviews. Even though he went through 40 interviews, he could not secure a job. He was really heartbroken. His self-confidence was low. Although I know him to be a bright boy, but it really broke his heart. And then he was really suffering. So when he came to me a couple of months ago, I gave him one of Dr. Pillai's techniques that will help you be focused and help you be very positive, regardless and irrespective of what has happened in the past. Within a week, he reported that he is going for another interview, and for the first time in 3 years, he is feeling very positive about it. He got a job, and before he spoke to me 3 months back, he told me that he did get a job, but it was such a low-paying job. So although he has a bachelor's degree from a very renowned institution in India, he got a job which gave him a salary that he could have got even without going for college. So he really felt he had wasted his college, but now this new job that he manifested in 1 week gave him twice the income, and he became a business analyst. From a back-end support person, he became a business analyst. So he now finally has a career that he really enjoys. Now this is a young person. Now I want to tell you about a senior VP in one of the top investment banks in the world, and this is in London, one of my coaching clients. And although he's a VP and he worked at this, he works at this biggest investment bank, he was feeling that his performance was low, and he was feeling low, that I am not living my potential. So he came to me for 12 weeks, and we had intensive coaching sessions. He was transformed. I still remember the first day when I spoke with him, he was so unclear, unfocused, confused. By the end of the 12 weeks, he was totally transformed. And he has given a great testimonial. He said that I have learned more from Sunny Das Gupta in 12 sessions, coaching sessions, than I did in my MBA. And this is from a VP of one of the top investment banks in the world. And the reason why he said that, because he could see within him a confidence that he never had, a direction in life that he has been lacking. And this is not just a case with this individual. I know many people who are at top ranks, but they are confused, who are having a midlife career crisis. So I've been able to help another individual who has been without job for more than 20 years. And he manifested a job in 1 month. Now this is as far as career and jobs are concerned. Now I want to switch over to a very important aspect of life, which is health. So one of my clients in Mumbai is a retired gynecologist. The entire family is doctors. And this lady was very popular as a gynecologist. She retired. She retired because she had some heart problems and she went through surgery. And what happened is that she was okay, but there was some fear in her, about her life. And that caused her to have some kind of a pain in her abdomen. And she went for medical checkups, but they could not find anything. And she is a very strong lady, so she did not want to accept that it is because of fear. So I taught her a technique to remove fear. So this is the genius of Dr. Pillai. He has a technique, a set of 5 phonemes that can transform a fearful person into a courageous person. So when she was doing this 5-minute mind process, what happened? She began to reflect, why do I have this pain? She got an insight. It's because I have some unconscious fear. And the moment she thought about it, it disappeared. So she called me up and said, Sunny, it's gone. I still wanted to test it. I called her up after 2 weeks. I asked her, do you have it? It's gone. I called her up after 1 month. Do you have it? I don't have it. It's gone. It's not coming back. So this is a doctor, and she's a very strong lady. Okay. So here this is an application of mind-body connection. So even with your mental health and your physical health, okay, your state of your brain is connected to the body, so it controls everything. Now I want to stretch this into another problem that we face in society today, which is depression. And I really want to help people with depression. This lady, one of my clients, one of my earliest coaching clients, she had 2 brain operations in 2 months. She was really devastated. She was in depression, chronic depression. She was taking medicines, nothing was happening. I taught her for about 4 weeks. By the end of the 4 weeks, she was laughing all the time. She said, I have never been happy, so happy, for months. She's out of depression. And her mother also was attending the session with me. She used to have terrible back pain, and she would often fall down. These techniques made her alert. Although she is 91 years old, she has become much more alert, preventing accidents. Now this same concept of fear and removing fear, I had a client who is a well-known interior design artist in Mumbai. So he had a fear. In the coaching session he told me, the problem is, I know I can go and make more money, but the problem is, I am not willing to hire people under me. I said, why? Because I'm afraid if I hire smart people, they may take my business and take my clients away. So through this mind processes that I taught him, he was able to overcome this problem. What happened? He hired some of the best people he could hire, and he paid them a lot of money. And he said, I'm taking a leap of faith. What happened? He told me the people he hired, they were able to take care of 90% of all his work. He was left with only 10%, which is the revenue generating part of the business. And now he is venturing into construction business. Why? because he has people, good people, to take care of his interior design business. And now his income has gone up. So he has systematized his business. He has the right people, and now he's venturing into new areas and making more money. And the last example I want to give today is something that everybody goes through, which is dealing with difficult people. We all deal with difficult people. Especially if you have a boss who is difficult, if you have colleagues who are difficult, if you have relatives who are difficult, what do you do? What if you have difficult customers to deal with? What do you do? There is a phoneme that can help you, a set of phonemes. So here is another example. One of my clients in Hyderabad, he owns 3 schools. And the problem with the school was that some of the staff were misbehaving, and these are large schools, so they have a lot of staff. It's difficult to manage them. And he's running 3 schools. And so the students, create problems, their parents create problems, and he was complaining to me. And some of the staff is creating problems. He said, I don't know what to do, and this is a problem in all the 3 schools. So I said, the problem is not them. The problem is when they come to you, you are not able to handle them. Okay, so you cannot blame others. Everything, Dr. Pillai's paradigm is that it's all a reflection of the brain. Our life is a reflection of the brain. So whatever we see outside, we have to change the reflection here. So we have to change the projection here. So I gave him a phoneme that is specially created to help one deal with difficult people, negative people. Within 1 month he called me. He said, this is a great miracle, because now everybody is behaving. All my staff who are misbehaving, some of the bad people have left, and those who have remained are now transformed. He said, I'm going to implement it on all my schools. He did it. And he called me again now, 4 days back, he called me and said, this is the best thing, because it works so well. I'm playing it 24 hours in all the 3 schools. It has transformed it has made his life easy. So most people who come to me either come to me because they are not, everybody is below their potential. Why? Because the brain is a goofy brain. We are not focused. We are irritated. We are easily distracted. Our self-esteem is low. So people come to me to raise up to their potential. Number 2, most people are not paid enough. They are underpaid. So they do a lot of work, but it gets unrecognized. There are a lot of factors involved. One of the factors are social skills. If your social skills are low, but your talent is great, and if people are not able to recognize that, there is no point. So you need to improve your social intelligence, your emotional intelligence, your social skills. So there are phonemes, there are techniques that can do that. And that's not just limited to your professional life. It is going to positively transform your relationships in private life. Okay. Then people come to me, a lot of people who come to me, they want to start a business. They're working professionals. So I have helped, I believe, so this is a good example. This gentleman, he was working in a business, in a family-owned business, but the brothers conspired against him and threw him out. And so basically he lost access to capital, they spoiled his credit rating, he was in big trouble. So he said, and he had no money to feed the family. People were giving him money so that his family and he could survive. Somebody paid for the coaching program for me to coach him. And when I coached him, he said, Sunny ji, I just want to somehow stand up on my own. What happened? Within 2 months, he manifested close to 1 crore rupees in funding, and he was able to start his business. And now he's succeeding. How is it possible? Because for 1 year prior to that, he has been trying, nobody lent him money. So the one thing that is running through these anecdotes that I've shared and a lot of the other feedback I have had is that by changing our consciousness, by changing the way the brain functions, by changing our thinking process, people are able to make changes in their external life. The greatest teaching of Dr. Pillai, and this is what I tell everybody, and I remind myself this every time I fail in my personal life, which is the paradigm of Dr. Pillai is that independent and irrespective of your external situations, you are the one who can control your destiny. Why? Because everything in life is only a projection from the brain. So if something is going wrong in your life, you have to go back and look at your brain. What parts are not working? What's going wrong there? Why am I holding on to low self-esteem and negative thoughts? How can you change that? You can change that through focus on different parts of the brain and then phonemes which go into those brain parts. So that's the Phonemic Intelligence Program. That's the mind science teachings that Dr. Pillai have. So I'm available in India and Asia, and I have a great passion because I have seen, I have seen people transforming their life. So I am touched by it, and I want to share it with more people. So I'm available. My contact details will be available in all these videos. You can directly call me or you can email me. I'm available. I want to thank Dr. Pillai from the bottom of my life, of my heart. I know this is the only solution.